Hi there, and welcome to the 18th episode of Career Stories Live. So I was due to be chatting to Nikki Smith today, but unfortunately she can't make it. So Harry decided that it would be a good idea for him to talk to me about my career story. So we were hoping to go live on his channel at the same time, but he hasn't quite got the 150 connections that he needs to have. But anyway, thank you to everyone who has connected to him.
Thanks.
And welcome, Harry.
Hello. Thanks for having me.
Okay. So please do comment to let us know that you're here if you're watching, where you're joining from, and feel free to ask any questions or share any of your experiences in the comments. It's kind of weird. We'll see how it goes today with Harry asking me the questions. But as always, the basis for the lives, I've just always really been interested in what people do and why they do it, and learning about different roles and career paths. And that's what gave me the idea for the live. So the idea really is to inspire thought about what people could do and give them advice on places to source information, etc. So I can just see that comments come through. So Jeff is saying good morning. So hi, Jeff. Thank you for joining as always.
Hello, Jeff.
Okay, so Harry, over to you.
Okay, so Mum always says to me that she's a LinkedIn career coach, but that doesn't mean much to me. So can you elaborate on what this actually is, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the feedback there, Harry. So I have been a career coach for the last 20 years, which means I help people to work out what it is they want to do in their career. So often I'm working with people who've taken redundancy, with graduates who are looking for their first role, with school leavers, and with people who are looking to kind of change. So that's the career coach part. LinkedIn, I think LinkedIn is such an excellent tool. The technology and the networking ability to allow people to make connections and develop their career. It's just great. Okay, so I've kind of combined the two words. So now I specialize in LinkedIn career coaching. So I help people to use LinkedIn to find the next role they want. Okay, does that make it clearer?
Yeah, it makes sense now.
Okay.
How did you start your career?
So I started in 1991. My first job was at Prudential, which is a financial services company in Reading. So I started out in just an operational area, administering pensions. And then from there, I had a number of different roles at Prudential. I was there for 12 years. So I managed a graduate program. I looked after an e-learning platform. I worked in between the business and IT at some points. So kind of a real mix, really.
What have been your career highs?
So my career highs. So I think what I do now, I love what I do now. So working with graduates, I really enjoy that. So kind of going into universities, talking to people about what it is they might want to do once they've graduated, helping them to get to there, and just really helping people to develop their careers. So that's one of my highs, is what I'm doing right now. Prior to that, managing the graduate program at Prudential, that was great. I had 75 people that I looked after. So that was a really great role. And what was interesting at the time then is I didn't actually have a degree. So I was asked to manage this program of 75 graduates, and I hadn't been to university myself. But yeah, that was a really good role. And then I think I've mentioned to you before, one of my bosses once asked me to create a learning culture at work. So that was cool. I like doing that.
Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
Good. Do your personal values have an impact on your work? And if so, how?
Oh, yeah, I did a bit.
I have added a bit. Yeah.
So yes, I think they do. So my personal values are really relating to kind of trust, integrity, that kind of thing. So I really like to build up good relationships with people when I'm working with them. So that is quite important to me, that if someone says they're going to do something, they do it. So that's kind of values, and then strengths as well. So I think my strength is empathy and relationship building. So again, those are really important to me. So that's why, really. Okay.
How did your work as a teenager help you in your later career?
So when I was a teenager, I first of all worked for a paper round, delivering papers, and that was interesting. So I did it with my brother, actually. He kind of tagged along with me. And that was interesting because I learned quite quickly that people used to hide. When I used to knock on the door, and they would hide because they didn't want to pay for their paper. So yeah, I think that was just interesting that people just tried to get out of paying really early. It's really weird. And then I worked in Woolworths, which is a department store, and I was firstly just on the tills, which was good. Quite enjoyed that. It was really busy at Christmas time, and I think what I learnt there was that you shouldn't leave buying Christmas presents till the last minute, because we used to have
Which
like
you still
massive queues. I do.
You
I
do
do. I do that. But what I don't do is I don't take it out on the people that are serving me, which is what used to happen in the shops. So yeah. And then I worked on the record bar, which was basically helping people to choose what music they wanted, and I was responsible for playing the music in the shop. So I just learned, I guess,
I
that
want to do that.
I know it's a good job. Good job. Okay.
And following on from career highs, are there any career lows you would like to talk about?
Yeah. So career low was I was doing a role where I was an IT trainer, so still related to technology, I guess. So the role itself was good, but the manager I had was not great, micromanaged. So got told exactly what to do, which I really don't cope that well with. So I would say that's my career low. So I guess going back to the values is I like people to trust me and let me get on with things. So that relationship really didn't work for me. Okay.
What's next for you in your work?
So really it is more of the same, to be honest. So I'm looking for more work with universities, etc. And also with organisations who are looking to improve their LinkedIn presence. So that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. Okay, so short and sweet today. We're going to end it right there. So thank you to Harry for hosting.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you to anyone who was watching. For future shows, I have got lots of people lined up. So we're booked up now until the end of July. So looking forward to all of the great guests that I've got coming up. Next week, we are back to Thursday, and I will have Lois Cliff on, and it's also her birthday on that day. So looking forward to talking to her. Maybe there'll be cake on both sides. So please do join us live at 1:00 next Thursday, and we're going to be talking about Wellness Well Done, workplace wellbeing activists, and biophilic consultants. So lots to talk about and learn about in that session. So thanks again to anyone watching. That's short and sweet session, and see you next time. Bye, Harry.
Bye.